Welcome to Podcasts, recorded live at the Center for Spiritual Living in Portland, Oregon. We have many programs, classes, and workshops developed just for our online audience. To find out more, go to our website at csoportland.org and look under the Online tab. Our mission is to open hearts, ignite minds, and make a difference. If you'd like to support our center and its video podcast, you can donate online at csoportland.org/donate. Allow us to become part of your extended spiritual community. Wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are most welcome at the Center for Spiritual Living.
Well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome. Today's a little bit of a different service. The topic is lessons from Lakota elders. Over the years, I've been invited into Lakota spirituality, which I'll talk a little bit about. But I wanted to address first, before we get started, because I know many of you are highly conscious beings and may be thinking about cultural appropriation, because I'm a white woman, I am not indigenous, and our performers today, Lauri and Eric, are also white, but they're going to be singing us some songs inspired by indigenous spirituality, so I wanted to address the topic of cultural appropriation. What I'm going to share with you later today in the message is what I have learned from spending a great deal of time with Lakota elders and various spiritual ceremony that I was invited into. And over the years, I've had a few opportunities to share this in various ways, speaking and in various rituals with CSL communities. And I didn't want to offend those that I learned this from. So I reached out to one of those elders and I said, is it okay if I do this? I'm a white woman, I am not Lakota. And she told me a couple things I want to share with you so you can be at ease and at peace with this. First of all, she said, you're using it in a good way, which is a phrase I hear a lot from my Lakota friends. You're using it in the way it's intended, in a good way. Second, we are not separating one item or thing or little piece of Lakota culture and trying to sell it for profit. So basically, I've had their blessing to do this because we're doing it in spiritual community, which is what it's intended for. And the same for the music, the special music that Lauri and Eric are sharing with us. So I wanted to address that and put your mind at ease. This is about respect and honoring, not inappropriately appropriating another culture, but sharing in a good way. All right, and we'll get started with Sandy.
Thank you for that. It's good to get us in the right frame of mind from the very beginning. Anyway, good morning, Grand Rising. Welcome to the Portland Center for Spiritual Living. We're a science of mind community that teaches and practices spiritual principles to transform our lives and make the world a better place. Wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you're welcome here. All we ask is that you stay open to the possibility of changing your entire life, starting with changing your mind. My name is Sandy Liebold. My pronouns are she, her. Thank you. And I serve as a licensed spiritual practitioner here. It's my pleasure to welcome you. Who is new in the sanctuary? Anybody want to just raise your hand and let us clap a hello? Good morning. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. And if you are new online, as you're watching our online through our spiritual community, please let us know in the chat so we can welcome you there. Those of you who are new to the center and here in person, there are welcome packets on the table at the back of the sanctuary. Hopefully you got one as you came in. If not, grab one as you are leaving. The same information is available for our global community on our website at cslportland.org under the About Us menu tab. Either way, you'll find out who we are, what we stand for, and how we might serve you. On our website, you can also sign up for weekly emails regarding our events, register for our classes, and even get a free gift on your birthday. I have just a few announcements today. I'm sure you're glad about that. First, if you haven't dropped into our Wednesday meditation sessions recently, I encourage you to check them out. This week, licensed practitioner Kay Cushing is leading the session entitled, Why Am I Here? What better question to ask in spirit in the company of other spiritual seekers? The Zoom link for this and all of our Wednesday sessions is on the homepage of our website. Our education ministry is busy with 14 students, at least that's what I saw when I looked at the registration, in our summer class, so that's great. And if you want to start thinking about fall educational offerings, save the dates for 2 upcoming classes in the fall. On Monday evenings, we'll have Visioning, a Way of Life. You'll get to learn skills to help bring clarity to your life path. And on Tuesday evenings in the fall, you can explore the historical and philosophical origins of New Thought by taking the course called Exploring the Roots of Science of Mind. More information is on our website. Registration's already open. And for those of you who are the kind of people who think months ahead and or maybe are taking classes in a series such that you might become a practitioner or whatever, this is a way for you to know what's coming up. PCSL is hiring. We're looking for a part-time assistant. This would be a person who needs to be at the center in person. It's not remote work. To work with our bookkeeper, Diane Thomas. It's a paid position, about 3 hours a week, and Diane would train the person. If you're interested, email Diane at bookkeeper@cslportland.org. So just remember the word bookkeeper. And one other housekeeping item for those of us attending in person, just another reminder that the fenced-in area of the parking lot is closed and locked at 12:30 following Sunday services. So make sure if you're parked there, you remove your car before it's locked up till Monday morning, or you're going to have to be doing some alternative arrangements for your transportation. Today, licensed practitioners Andy Turen and Annette Bolster are serving on High Watch, holding a sacred container of consciousness in the sanctuary and for our virtual spiritual community. Today, our special music, which we've already heard some of, features Lauri Jones and her partner Eric Montgomery. Lauri and Eric perform as Montgomery Jones. They do have a new CD out, which is in the back if you want to pick one up before you leave. Of course, you do need to pay for it. I don't mean pilfer one. And they say that as Montgomery Jones, they perform from the heart, coming back to the rhythmic pulse of our own being and of all living things. So lots of rhythm today and lots of spiritual inspiration from them. And as always, we appreciate the talented support of our wonderful Friends Band, who are also here. I should say who are always here. Thank you so much. Our flowers are courtesy of Kat Jacobs. Thank you, Kat. And as Reverend Bridget mentioned earlier, her talk today is entitled Lessons from Lakota Elders, and she will be sharing that with us in just a few minutes, so we're glad to have you here. So now I invite you to sit back and relax, because I know that somewhere between this beautiful spiritual community, the music, the meditation, and the message is exactly what your heart came to receive.
I will leave this world as it is, go and find my God. I will leave this world as it is, go inside to find my God. I will leave this world as it is, go inside to find my God. I will leave this world as it is, go inside to find my God. Inside there is peace, inside there is joy, inside there is more than enough. Inside there is peace, inside there is joy, inside there is sacred love. I will leave this world as it is, go inside to find my God. I will leave this world as it is, go inside to find my God. it is. Go inside to find my God. I will leave this world as it is. Go inside to find my God. Go inside to find my God. Go inside to find my God.
And so I invite you to stay in this place of quiet, this place that is inside each and every one of us, this place that we can just breathe into in any moment and know and feel that God is all there is. There is just one power, one presence, one life, one love, ever present, always expanding, always expressing, always supporting each of us, always acting and encouraging and inspiring us to act for the highest and best for all. This is what I know to be true. This is what I know to be the way things are on this planet. Truth with a capital T. And I know that each of us is one with this one. Each of us is an emanation of this divine energy, this spirit. We are with it and it is with us. It is who and what we are. And so I know and claim today that from the perspective of this oneness, at any time we can open our minds, open our hearts, and know that all paths lead to God, that all paths emanate from God, that there is wisdom, there is guidance, there is love, there is support in all the many ways that we learn and express spirituality, in the ways in which we connect with Spirit, and in the ways in which we allow Spirit to connect with us. And so today I just know that this will be a moment for us to expand and breathe into the flow of divine energy in a way that may or may not be new to us, but will be ever expanding. And so with this, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to be here. I'm so grateful to be part of this oneness that is everywhere present. And now I just am grateful I let this be, knowing that God is already answering every prayer that we offer with an absolute yes. And together we say, and so it is. And now I invite you to stay in the silence for a few minutes of meditation, feeling this presence, knowing how God is everywhere present in all its forms.
Evolution, bring a revolution, show us a solution. Conscious evolution, bring a revolution, show us a solution. We breathe with the earth, we shine with the sun, we fly with the eagle, our hearts beat as one. We flow with the river, we sway with the tree. All our relations, all living things. One heartbeat till we feel it. One
us a solution. Conscious evolution, bring a revolution. Show us a solution.
We dance neath the moon, we sing to the sky, we bow to the ocean, one with the tide. We stand on the mountain, we drink from one stream, all our relations, all living things.
One heartbeat, do we feel it? One pulsing rhythm inside and out. One cry for love's revealing. You, me, land and sea.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, oh. Yeah, yeah. Oh.
Conscious evolution, bring a revolution. Show us a solution. One heartbeat, do we feel it? One pulsing rhythm inside and out. One cry for love's revealing. You, me, land and sea. One heartbeat, do we feel it? One pulsing rhythm inside and out. One cry for love's revealing. You, me, land and sea. Conscious evolution, bring a revolution. Show us a solution.
Sing it with us.
Conscious evolution, bring a revolution. Show us a solution. Conscious evolution, bring a revolution. We are the solution.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. When I was here in late March, candidating for this position, this community, gave me a gift basket, except it being Portland, the basket was a reusable shopping bag. The gifts were organic, certified fair trade, sustainably harvested, no child labor, fruits and nuts. Not a piece of chocolate in there. I know, what? And 2 used books, one of which was a visitor's guide to Portland, which I tried not to read too much into, okay? So, humor. I learned from my Lakota friends that humor belongs everywhere, even in sacred ceremony. It's a part of our makeup. You know, we're not separated beings or compartmentalized beings. We're not, quiet and humor and sacred and this. We're all integrated. So why would we leave part of us on the shelf just because we're entering into sacred ceremony? And I learned this in a nipi, which is Lakota Sweat Lodge. And Sweat Lodge is not about endurance, it's about prayer. In fact, everything I'm going to share with you is about prayer today. But in a nipi, when I first started going several years ago, there was a lot of humor and laughing and jokes, and this is many years ago, and I was like, yeah, was a little uncomfortable for me because I thought sacred meant solemn and quiet and serious. And I think the lodge leader figured this out about me after a while because then he started giving me homework. And is saying, next time we're here, you need to bring a joke to share with the people. So as you can tell, I no longer hesitate to share humor in sacred community, and I have that lodge leader and many Lakota elders to thank for that. Even at Sundance, when I was on the Rosebud Indian Reservation several times as a supporter for Sundance, I noticed that even during Sundance, the actual 4 days of deep prayer, it's all about prayer. The music, the chanting, the dancing, it's all about prayer. And those Sundancers in the middle of the arbor would joke around with each other and laugh while they're dancing their prayers. And this humor serves many purposes. It's bonding. It makes difficult things like Sweat Lodge and Sundance a lot easier when you can laugh. And it's through these experiences that I really learned that part of the sacredness of this universe is humor and joy. And that it's not sacred and profane, it's all sacred. And Richard Rohr, I think, teaches this beautifully when he wrote, "There are not sacred and profane things, places, and moments. There are only sacred and desecrated things, places, and moments. It is one sacred universe, and we are all a part of it." So I have learned that humor is part of this sacred universe, this great gift from the Great Spirit, and it is good and right to share it with the people because it's healing and it's bonding, and it's just a lot of fun. And there's no reason to leave that behind just because we're in a sacred ceremony. Another great lesson I learned from Lakota elders is that there are many ways to knowing, and I'm saying knowing with a capital K. That mystical truth, that spiritual truth about the universe. In Anipi, we bring in the stones. They've been heated up, and they make us sweat, which is helping us pray. And we refer to these stones as our ancestors because our ancestors, the stones, gave us life. I also learned in Anipi from these Lakota elders that we should be grateful to the thunder beings for giving us life. You know, and the Lakota people have been teaching us for many, many years. But now science is, guess what? They were right. Turns out lightning is part of the process that released phosphorus from the rocks, and phosphorus is essential for life. And that same lightning also, studies are starting to show, helps create organic compounds that may include amino acids, which are the building blocks of proteins. So mystical knowings about spiritual truth way before we have the science we had now. So I learned that mystical knowing is real and it is valid and we should listen to it. Our founder, Ernest Holmes, wrote, "A mystic is one who intuitively perceives truth and who without conscious mental process arrives at spiritual realization. The mystics include the great prophets, the inspired writers, the illumined souls of all ages. What we have received from them constitutes the greatest intellectual and spiritual heritage of the ages." Another great lesson I learned from spending time over the years with my Lakota friends is respect. Respect in many ways. I learned a lot about respecting our elders. And a dear elder that I learned a lot from is Uncle Sylvan. I'm getting a little teary because we lost Uncle Sylvan during the pandemic. But my first time at Sundance on the Rosebud Indian Reservation, I learned a lot about how to show respect for Uncle Sylvan and all of the relatives there, the uncles and aunties. But Uncle Sylvan was a little special because he was a teacher of and preserver of the Lakota language. Uncle Sylvan knew how to treat everybody with respect, even us white people who were invited in to their sacred ceremony. We were very equal in his eyes. And one day, Uncle Sylvan invited me to sit with him, and I got a little giddy. I'm like, ooh, I get some one-on-one time with Uncle Sylvan. And it turns out it was me and him, and then another, and then another. And I learned from his grandson a bit later that this is a wisdom circle. And Uncle Sylvan was going to share his wisdom with us. And how we showed him respect was to listen. Whether he spoke for 30 seconds or 30 minutes, you listen. And you don't interrupt. And the reason you're doing this is so you can fully absorb what he's saying and sharing. And then only after he's done do you pause and contemplate what he shared and then contribute. But the thing about this is it's a wisdom circle, and there's no head of the table at a circle. Everybody in the circle is equal, and everybody has wisdom to share. No matter where you come from and no matter your age, you have wisdom to share. And we show respect for each other by sharing our wisdom and listening to it. So today I've asked our teen group to share some of their wisdom with us, a little bit of a teen wisdom circle. We're showing respect for them by listening, and they're going to show respect for us by sharing. So I invite our teens, they're going to say their name and then share just a little bit of their wisdom with us.
Okay. Hi, I'm Soleil Davis. Little wisdom from me is opportunities are abundant, and I know that Spirit is going to guide me through the ones that I need in my life and the ones I don't need in my life.
Thank you, Soleil.
Hey, I'm Malachi. A little wisdom from me is I am optimistic, and I know that as long as I have faith in Spirit and in this community, everything is going to be all right.
Excellent. Thank you, Malachi. Okay. Thank you very much, Soleil and Malachi. Thank you. Wisdom is part of respect. You know, Uncle Sylvan, he didn't, at Sundance, Sundance is a large, you camp out during Sundance. You're there for 8 days, 4 days of purification and 4 days of the actual Sundance. Uncle Sylvan didn't camp out with us. He was an elder. He would go to his home every night, but he always arrived very early. And we always knew Uncle Sylvan was going to be the first one there from the elders. And we always had his favorite seat reserved for him. We always had his coffee ready for him just the way he liked it. And whoever was around, everybody knew, get Uncle Sylvan his coffee, right? And in every meal, Uncle Sylvan was served first. Uncle Sylvan and Uncle Homer, they're brothers. In fact, Uncle Homer was the host of the Sundance. It was his. During Sundance, he's Chief Homer, but otherwise he's Uncle Homer. But this respect that we showed did something for us too. It raised our consciousness of community and love and sharing. So it looks like it's a one-way thing, but this respect really isn't. It's a two-way benefit. Another way I learned to respect is in lodge, the lodge I went to, Sweat Lodge. The lodge leader would often say, nobody in this circle is greater than I am. And nobody in this circle is less than I am. This is equality for all through respect for all. Again, it's a circle. Everything these people do is in a circle because there's no head of the table. It's equality and it's respect. Another way I learned to respect that helped me a great deal with my spirituality is respect for their culture. When I'm on Sundance grounds, when I'm in a nipi, I wear a skirt. This is a Lakota ribbon skirt, so I wear it today out of respect for these elders that I've learned these lessons from. It's their culture. I wear a skirt when I'm in support of Humblecha, which is Vision Quest. I respect their culture by following the rules of no pictures of Sundance, it's their ceremony, and not sharing what happens during the actual Sundance. You can find it on the internet. Don't trust it, but I'm not going to share it with you as far as what actually happens during Sundance. I show respect by not sharing what people say in an EP. We know this. This is sacred, safe space. Sweat Lodge is the time to share our joys and our sorrows and our challenges and to pray. But it's all about respect. I show respect for their culture by not sharing what happens to people in a NEPI, in Sweat Lodge. And again, this respect, what I learned about showing so much respect for other people's culture is that it, especially when I'm invited in, because again, I'm white, I'm not indigenous, and I'm like, wow, this is a great honor to have been invited into this. They're placing their trust in me. So, but what that did for my spirituality is following their cultural norms and respecting all that was I could more fully experience the sacredness that was occurring because I was in their community. I was invited into their ways. They invited me. And that kind of like, how do I want to say it? Doing things their way, the depth of it really sunk deeper in. And I was able to have a greater experience at Sundance and in Sweat. So all this respect built my gratitude, my love for them, the sense of community and that sense of equality. And that's what we all get when we show respect for elders. I spoke about respecting our elders a few weeks ago and respecting our future, which is one of the reasons I asked the teens to share with us today. And this all builds our consciousness. The next great lesson I learned from them is generosity. The first time I was at Sundance, there was a naming ceremony for a baby that had been born since the last Sundance. And this family, now what you have to know, first of all, to fully appreciate this story is the Rosebud Indian Reservation is consistently ranked the poorest community in the United States. I dare say every one of us is rich compared to them. Yet this family that had a naming ceremony went around the Sundance grounds. Many of us they had never met. I didn't even know this family. I had never met them. And they gave every single one of us a gift. That's a lot of gifts. But they do it, again, because it builds community. It's a bonding experience. And it's their way of showing gratitude to the Great Spirit that always provides everything they need. And maybe even more than they need. And as we teach here about gratitude, they know that it also blesses them to give. It blesses the receiver and it blesses the one giving. And they also teach traditionally in Lakota culture that giving brings joy and courage in this way. Charles Alexander Eastman wrote years ago, he's a Lakota man who became the first Lakota or indigenous Western-trained doctor. He wrote, "Children must early learn the beauty of generosity. They are taught to give what they prize most, that they may taste the happiness of giving." This is everywhere in Lakota culture. They're always gifting from whatever they have. And Luther Standing Bear also wrote, generosity is a mark of bravery, so all Lakota boys were taught to be generous. So joy, encourage, community, blessing. And the last and perhaps greatest thing I've learned from my Lakota elders is about prayer in several respects. First, the value and the power of embodied prayer. Again, it's this idea that we're not compartmentalized. We are not a mind and a heart and a spirit and a body. We are all those things wrapped in one wholeness. So why not pray with all those parts of us? You know, Sundance is prayer in motion. Anipi, there in Sweat Lodge, you're praying with your body. You're using your body to help you pray. Humblecha, Vision Quest, is crying for a vision, and they're putting their body through some rigorous things on Vision Quest to receive what is theirs to do. All of this is embodied prayer. And at least for me, I've discovered that, man, I really like moving my body when I pray, because it engages all the parts of us. And if prayer is about raising our consciousness and helping us kind of rewire, get rid of those old beliefs and accept some new beliefs about ourselves and our lives, then I think it's more beneficial to do it with all of who we are. And in a few moments, we're going to practice this together in community, which is the other part of prayer that I learned from them, is it's best when done in community. We can all pray separately, and I encourage you to do that. I do it every morning. But in community, there's that synergy that helps. There's this energetic synergy that lifts us all up just a little bit more. Anipia's community, Sundance's community, even Humblecha, even though you're out on the hill by yourself, it's the community that takes you up on the hill, and it's the community that brings you back. It's the community that sweats with you, and you get to share your vision in that sacred place of Anipi. So community and prayer. And prayer is a responsibility we have for the people. Sundance is all about praying for the people. We spend 4 days before Sundance in purification to get ourselves right, but it's so we can pray for the people. The same as in Anipi. One round is praying for ourselves, so the next round we can pray for people in a good way. And we do this all the time, right? We pray for ourselves and we pray for other people. And it reminds me again of what Ernest Holmes said, that there's no private good. Whatever you're going to pray for yourself to receive, pray for other people to receive that same goodness into their life. There's no private good when we pray. Let's pray for the people. So now I'm going to invite this community into communal moving prayer. Lauri and Eric are going to help us with a drum beat, but I have to do a little prep for us. If you were here in March, you'll remember this, but I'm going to refresh your memories, and for those who might be new, it's Karen Drucker's song, I Am So Blessed, and we're going to stand, those of us who are able, and do it in the 4 directions. We're going to start west, and then north, east, and south. Yeah, that's okay. And I invite those who are in our virtual community to stand and do this with us. And if you're not able to stand for any reason, just still do the motions that I'm going to show you in a moment, and just maybe visualize in your mind facing the 4 directions. And the reason we do this in the 4 directions is because we receive many gifts from the 4 directions. We receive the warm winds and the cold winds and the rain and the snow and the rising sun and the setting sun. And so I have to stand here. The motions, to refresh you in case you don't know, they are the 5 steps of affirmative prayer. So this is an interfaith prayer. We're going to do New Thought prayer in a Lakota way. So first, it's your hand in front of your face. This is the sign language for God, so God is. And then your left hand is brought into your right hand, and you clasp them. I am one with that God, that spirit, that life. And then you build your consciousness to receive. And then in gratitude, great joy. and then hands to your heart, which is more gratitude, and then you release it. So, and you could sing along, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful. Okay, got it? 2 times in each direction. Stand if you like. Again, stand at home if you like. We're going to face west. And Lauri's going to lead the singing for us, but you can sing along.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Now north.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Now south.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. So grateful. I am so blessed.
Thank you for praying with me. And now we move into a time to express our gratitude for community with our sacred gifts, our generous gifts that make this possible. So I invite our ushers to come forward. They'll pass the basket. And if you like, if you want to use the envelope, there's one tucked in the seat back in front of you. And our ushers need just a few more seconds because they were praying. They were not by their baskets, but here they come. Okay, and I invite you to bless these gifts with me and call in response. I bless these sacred gifts.
I bless these sacred gifts.
Given graciously with love.
Given graciously with love.
These gifts bless.
These gifts bless.
Heal and prosper.
Heal and prosper.
All they touch.
All they touch.
In giving.
In giving.
I am grateful to be richly.
I am grateful to be richly.
Lavishly.
Lavishly.
And abundantly blessed.
And abundantly blessed.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Been weighed down by thoughts and words and circumstance. It's time to ask my soul to dance. Let go of all those heavy things. Take a breath and stretch these wings. Fly, oh fly. The freshest air lifting me. I feel so alive. Fly, oh fly. Powered by the sun inside and on high. Oh, things they fall right into place. No more pushing and no more chase. Be free, my spirit, do your thing. I'll step aside and let you sing. Fly, oh fly, oh fly, oh fly. Precious air lifting me, feel so alive. Fly, oh fly, oh fly, oh fly. Powered by the sun inside and on high. Oh, when I doubt, when I'm afraid, I'll have to trust the path is made. Listen every day to hear that call. Rise above my mind's walls. Yeah, yeah.
don't know if I mentioned that and the Conscious Evolution are originals, their songs. So, thank you. Okay, Reverend Marilyn, we're going to recognize and honor those who have finished some classes recently. If they're here, they can come up and get your class certificates. Reverend Marilyn's going to read their names for us.
Okay, and this is from our Advanced Consciousness Studies class, which was the first offering of this class last fall. It's 27 weeks, so this is significant.
Yeah.
And it was in collaboration with Amazing Grace in Seattle. So John Hanneman is a licensed practitioner at Amazing Grace, so we will be sending that. Aaron, is Aaron here? Aaron Hurt.
I don't see
Okay.
Aaron.
And another licensed practitioner from Amazing Grace, Mary Elizabeth Van Zant Pizer. And serving in our virtual community, licensed practitioner Donna Wallace. And Nancy Ashley, licensed practitioner. Another collaboration partner was New Thought New York, Laura Parsons. Woo-hoo. So we will be mailing that. And Susan Foybach. And I don't see Susan here either. So just know that it is 27 weeks. It is the revised, updated, brand new curriculum. And we will be offering it again fall of 2025. Because it does have prereqs, so you have an opportunity to contact me and we can check to see that the prereqs are met. Nancy Ashley will be TAing again. Donna Wallace will be TAing again. So we are in community, and one of the things that Reverend Bridget shared this morning is about respect in our distance learning program. Each a teacher, each a learner.
That's right. All right. Excellent. Thank you. Just a reminder, I'll say again, last week I launched what I'm calling Make Me a Portlandian, which is my invitation to you, including those who join us in our virtual space, to spend some time with me. We get to know each other and show me something about the greater Portland area that you think I need to know about if I'm going to make this my home, which is my intent, and it is. So, and for those of you who it doesn't work for some reason, you live not in the Portland area, or for whatever reason it doesn't work to get together in person, still, let's spend some time together. We can have a Zoom date or something. You can email me at revbridget@cslportland.org, or you can call the center's phone number. My extension is 11, but I don't know the phone number. But it's on our website. Okay. All right. So, thank you for being here. Thank you for blessing us with your presence. Community makes it so much better. Thank you for being here. All right, know that during this week, if you're facing any challenge or you're feeling lonely, remember that you are loved always by the divine and by this community. You're never truly alone. If you're experiencing some challenge now, or you have some great joy and you want to express your gratitude, you're welcome to come pray with one of our prayer partners at the end of service. They'll be up front here. And let us say our benediction together in call and response. Something wonderful is flowing through me right now. Oh, you can stand if you like.
Through me right now.
It is this thing called life.
It is this thing called life.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
And life is in my affairs.
And life is in my affairs.
I think it. I believe it. I accept it. I am it. Just the way that I am. All right, and so it is.
Let's sing. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
We hope you enjoyed today's podcast. If you happen to be in the Portland, Oregon area, we'd love to have you visit in person. The Portland Center for Spiritual Living is located at 6211 Northeast Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Our inspirational service is at 11 a.m. every Sunday. We also have many programs, classes, and workshops developed just for our online audience. To find out more, go to our website at cslportland.org and look under the Online tab. We have a variety of content dedicated specifically for our podcast listeners. Our mission is to open hearts, ignite minds, and make a difference. If you'd like to support our center and its podcasts, you can donate online at cslportland.org/donate. Our website is also the place to learn more about what's going on at the center or to contact us. Allow us to become part of your extended spiritual community. Wherever you are in your spiritual journey, you are most welcome at the Center for Spiritual Living.